that needs fixing. Is it me or is it getting foggy? That one's got a muddy bump. I have come out on a short walk today. One of my favourite walks around home. It's only about 2, maybe 3 miles. Decided to also take this opportunity to test out the wireless microphone that my brother got me for Christmas. See how that works, if that works. Hi sheep. Bye sheep. Right, I'm just going to pinch my favourite shady rest spot for a little bit. I'm sure the sheep won't mind. So Friday after work, I took the van across to Derbyshire way and climbed with a friend of mine there in the afternoon. I didn't actually film any of the stuff climbing, but I did go the day afterwards, well the next morning, and have another walk around the area and get a little bit of footage, so there should be some clips of that going in. This here is yesterday's camp spot. I'm hoping there's not too much wind up here for the microphone, because it's very windy round where the boulders were. Go down there, along there a bit. Just on there is the boulders. It's a nice view around here and a pretty nice sunset. I do, however, have some dishes to do, so I'm going to get on them. And then yesterday I went climbing with Emily again and her mother.
Does that count as the erect?
Nah.
What grade are we trying to find?
6A.
Oh, it's kind of shit, but it's something. Oh.
Very persuasive.
So real
Yeah. I'm not going to pretend it's amazing, because it's not. But it is definitely something.
Closer to you. Is there one by you like?
I can't remember this bit. Maybe I need to try that move a few times, like hopping from there.
Yeah.
Loads of people are doing it. Oh dear.
You'd have to have very strong fingers to make it doable.
Oh, something.
Yeah, it was some side pull stuff.
Oh, there it is. That's the
Yeah, so
one.
there's that one there, there's this one up here. And there's also this one here, if you needed it. And then after this, you're coming onto these crimps, yeah. Roka, out of the way. What's this? Go.
What did you just throw?
Dandelion. Well, she was chasing it.
I'm thinking if you could get like.
Probably. I mean, if you couldn't, that'd be great.
Weird. It doesn't feel like. Do you think I should try again with that same beater? Or do you think I should?
Do you think it was working for you, or that you could make it work?
That was quite close that time.
Thanks.
Oh, you just need to actually go in with the mindset that I can actually catch the jug. I feel like
It's all a bit dirty.
every time I get to
don't,
the
and that
pot,
first one we
my
did
main
yesterday,
thought
is that
process is I can't actually catch that.
Nice, got one. Yes! Nice, Anne.
No! I'm too tired, but it works! It works! It works! Yes! Yes! I can tell you know how you've been climbing for ages. My hand
Yep.
was like, oh, you know what? It worked as well at the start. I was like, you can catch the dino. And I did.
Positive affirmations.
Yeah, and you know what as well? So I don't know if you're doing the same as me, but when you can get that side pull, you get your
thumb on.
thumb.
Yeah.
It's really good. Is she running rings around you? Is she running rings around you? Roka! Roka, come! Well done, hey? Hey! Sit. Good. Now I'll move out the way.
I think my fingers are getting too cut and sore.
I feel like, because I think the next move there is like once I've got that jug, and it is a jug.
That was across by Pleasley. Very nice little area with that crag. And the water in the river was very, very clear. Yeah, it's been a very good couple of days climbing wise. Then yesterday I decided to come back home after we'd done. That was a little over an hour's drive. And that shelf in the van that I showed in the last video, or maybe the video before, yeah, you never expect a speed bump in a country lane. And there were a couple along that bit where the last crag was, so it didn't stand out particularly well, and I hit that one, and it obviously shoved the boots over to the side and broke the wooden fixture on that shelf a bit. So I've tried to repair it this morning. We'll see how that comes out. But I may have to rebuild that bit with stronger materials. We'll see. And then there is this morning. It was again nice and sunny. decided to go to the wall and do a little bit there. And since I was there, I decided to also try and find out what my 1 rep max deadlift is with the barbell. And I got 120 kilograms on that, which I'm quite happy with. So I think that's something I'm going to train a little bit for the next few weeks. Is some barbell strength stuff. By the way, I have no idea whether the exposure is going to show me this shot or not. I don't really care about it that much at the minute, to be honest. The framing of it is just a nice, chill spot. Yeah, that's been my weekend. Fun. Not much in the way of videoing, which, you know, works well for YouTube. We've got 1 more week of good weather. Thursday, Friday should be 19 degrees. I think Saturday as well. Sunday the rain is coming in. Well, depending where you look at, it's either Saturday, Sunday or Sunday, Monday. So it'll probably end up being Thursday, Friday. But yes, I'd like to get another couple of outdoor sessions in this week. Alright then, I've only got 45 minutes to get home because that's when tea's going to be ready. So I'll finish off this walk. And let these sheep have their tree back. I've got to remember where the Fleming stile is down this hedge. I think it's down that far corner. Every time I forget where exactly it is. Yes, under the lines, down the corner, over into the next field. And the walk basically follows these power lines more or less. I'm so glad I grew up around here and not in a town or city. I will take the countryside any day. I know I said I first did this walk in 2021, but I think it might have actually been 22. Because the first couple of times I did it with Mum and Dad. And that was around January. Actually, yeah, I think it was January, Christmas, New Year's holiday. And when we first did it, it was very, very, very foggy. And you couldn't see much more than 20 or 30 feet in front of you. So God knows how we managed to get around. Just blind guessing where the edges of the fields were and looking for the stiles. The next time we did it was a bit sunnier. But I do remember that's around about when I started to watch campaign 2 of Critical Role. Which I tried before, but since I was into campaign 3 by then, I thought I'd give 2 another shot and found it much better than when I first tried it. But yeah, that's what I associate this walk with, because my brain does that. It associates things, which can be incredibly annoying at times. This bit, these trees are new. They were not in a month or so back. And again, as you can see, hopefully, we're still coming under the power lines. Yeah, there's been a bit of work done here. They're shaping the field for something. Interesting. Well, I'm sure I'll be doing this walk
2 or 3 more times as the year goes on, so we'll see what happens with that bit. This one's always a nice view. I really want to come around here with the camera and see what kind of photo I can find here, because it feels like there should be something. But that's the problem with landscapes, is a lot of time it's good whilst you're in it, but it goes really flat in photo, which makes it uninteresting. Or maybe it's a case of this is just too low down here, need to get higher up. You know, like that. This is also a much nicer walk when it's dry. It can get very wet and muddy. Also, the problem with filming on this camera is it's such a wide angle that it looks like everything's really far away when it's not. So I don't think you're going to get the true perspective of what it would actually be like to be here, and I'm not even shooting this on wide angle. Yeah, that looks much larger to me in person than it does on screen. This is a really nice short walk right on the doorstep through the fields. It just takes you out of the village and stuff. It makes you feel like you're somewhere else in the world for a bit, even if you still can hear the traffic on the A50, because they decided to do it cheap and concrete the road rather than tarmac it. It's not like, you know, local councils to be cheap or anything, is it? When does that ever happen? With our taxes. Okay, so in that line of trees there is a little pond. That way is a dead end, so we'll be going that way. Through we go. It looks as though they're getting ready to do something in this field as well. Grass all cut, hedges all cut down, a gap there for a gate maybe, or just for a crossing. A stile there that I'm not sure how you get to that one. I think it might have been what we first used when we first did the walk maybe, but just coming in through that gate there, through that field, who knows. I'm pretty sure that fence has been there for a while, but I don't remember the canteen it says. I'm pretty sure that's a recent addition. Oh yeah, this is definitely all new. Assembly point. Do you think that's health and safety in case they have a fire? If the field catches fire, just go to the assembly point by the container. That little bit there. Oh yeah, they've redone this drive as well. I've dug this up. I only came down here about 3-4 weeks back. Ah, the stile. Round we go. I'm guessing that's maybe why they got these little markers, because there's a few fields around this walk that they've had these markers in for some months now, but never seem to do anything else with. I guess it was just planning for whatever they planned to put here. Fortunately, I am not a great crested newt, so I guess I can enter. I shall use selective grammar when it suits me. Plus, it's the only way to get to the stile. Anybody want a coat? Oh, planning notice. This is a major development which may affect the public right of way. Solar farm, I thought so. Although I could see no date on it. Oh well. Along here used to run the old railway line. I never walked this bit as a kid, but I remember back in high school I used to go with Dad sometimes to walk Granddad's dog with him a couple of miles further on down, and the train track was still down then. It had long been out of use. I think it was out of use well before I was born. But it wasn't until I was around 18 to 20-ish that they actually came along and took the track up. But yeah, it's a fairly nice walk down here, especially when it's been dried long enough to not be a mud bath, as it can get that way. And here we have Ye Olde train station. Well, platform. Someone's tired. And up on that bridge is the main road. So I think that's going to be it for this video. Gonna go back home, have some tea, then I suppose eat my chicken wraps ready for work tomorrow. Yay! Yep, that's it for this one. We'll see what I get up to next week, because I don't know what I'm getting up to exactly next week yet. All I know is that it's April and around about Easterish, so at least there's some chocolate on the way.